welcome back to my channel. Um, I want to quickly talk on the topic that says how to identify the direction even in critical market condition. How to identify the direction even in critical market condition. Now, there are times you come to the chart, even as a top-down analyst, the chart will be confusing to you. So now, how to identify the actual direction, even in these critical market conditions? That's what I'm going to be talking about, and I want to use this one you are seeing on the screen right now, AUD card, for this class because I think this one is the one that I figured out. With as I just figured it out from with this AUD card. So let me just dive in to show us what I'm talking about right now. This video is not gonna be long, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you hit this subscribe button immediately without wasting any time. All right, as a top-down analyst or as a forex trader, you want to identify the direction, right? Now you come to the chart like this. Which direction will you say that this chart is going right now? Because can we say that this market is bullish or is it bearish? Now I want to remove one of these candle out of the question, last month candle. Okay, so for example, right now you came to this market, you see how this market is, right? And you came to this market right now. What do you have to do here? What is the direction of this market? Because why? This market is in consolidation because this is the monthly chart. So you should know this is the monthly chart. This is the monthly chart, right? Let me show you. You can see that monthly, weekly, and every other thing. So I want to use this monthly to explain every damn thing on the direction because this is where we know the direction of the market. So now you come to the monthly as usual. Someone that works from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. If you don't know how to do that, there is a video on this channel. Just go through the video, go through the channel, you will see many of the videos. Actually done classes on them and it will help you. So now you come to the chart. So you come to this chart right now and the market is like this. Now look at what is happening. This guy is going up and down, right? But where is he going now? Where is he going right now? For example, now you can see that the market, let's see, he started from here and he went here and hit here, right? He started coming back down to hit this other target. Now he went all the way up again to do what? To hit this target again. Now he went down back to hit this one. So now we should be talking about that the market wants to do what? Go back up, right? To go and hit this area. Is that not what we're supposed to be talking about right now? But now it is confusing because why? Look at what is happening. So look at what is happening. If we switch to today's this month candle, we can now see what is happening. Look at what is happening. This week candle is going south. So instead of completing this leg, continuing to the upside, we are going south. So what is actually happening? What can we say that this market is? So now, for us to say that a market has continued to the upside, number one, we have to get the chart pattern on the weekly to say that it's continuing. Like for example, that he want to reverse to this upside, which will complete this consolidation. Now we have to, number one, get a chart pattern here on the weekly that is supporting this move to the upside. Number two, if there is no chart pattern on the weekly, then we should not actually follow this market to the upside because his on consolidation We have seen that when he came here, he dropped back down. When he came back there, he went up back to this place. Now, if there is no chart pattern on the weekly to support this move that he's going to go from here again back to this place, don't enter this market to the upside. Now, because why? The overall flow, look at it, overall flow is still to the downside. Despite that he has come to respect this area and printed one, two candles. And another way to identify the direction, even in critical condition, in critical market condition, is make sure that in the monthly you have at least 2 or 3 consecutive candle printing towards that direction. On the monthly, make sure there is 2 or 3 candles printing towards that same direction. One candle cannot make a move, one candle cannot change the direction. So one candle of the monthly cannot change the direction. So you need to have about 1 to 2 candles to 3 candles moving in serially to that direction, to the point that the market is pointing at. If the market is pointing upside, now make sure there is 2 to 3 candles of monthly following serially or sequentially, just as this place. Look at this one is following serially. Is this guy followed him back to back, this guy followed him back to back. So now we can actually say that this market is going back to this place because of these 3 candles we see in a row in sequential order going back to the upside. You can now see that even one candle came back down. So now one candle cannot actually say what is happening in the market. Assuming we have another bearish candle that is following him again, then we can now say no, this trend is have countered that he want to continue to descend. But you can now see that he just printed that one and came here and give us an evening star, meaning that this didn't make any change, that he just wanted to form a W bottom on the monthly here. And what happened next after that, you see it to the upside. Right now on the current one, you can now see that what happened. We have a series of candle printing down. You can see the number 1, number 2, number 3 printing downwards. You understand? All you should be looking at on this market is how can you trade it to the downside, because there is 2 candles printing sequentially to the downside. 2 consecutive candles printing sequentially to the downside. My friends, you are going to be trading to the downside. Now we come back here, except there is chart pattern on the weekly to counter that way, that direction that the monthly is pointing. If there is no chart pattern countering it, my brother, start looking for a way to enter the market to that direction that those 2 or 3 candles of the monthly are pointing directly to. Now look at what happened here. The market came back here. You see 1, 2, 3 candles pointing specially to this, and he came back here to give us an evening star. Although this is not an evening star anymore, you can say it is morning, incomplete morning star anyway. So he came here and give us this a weak candle, because the bulls want to push it, but they were weak. Then they later succeeded to push up, but there is no series of the second. So now what are we going to do? Since this market is pointing downwards, it's possibly want to come and form a chart pattern here on the monthly, which is double. Then he will now continue back to this side. So I hope you understand how to do this. Now when we go to the weekly to see if there is a chart pattern supporting this move currently, you can now see that there is nothing like that in the weekly. You can now see this is the weekly, and that this is the move. This is the move of that candle, right? There is no chart pattern supporting that he wants to do what? Continue to the upside. Instead, we are now having a bearish chart pattern here, telling us that this market wants to drop more. So that is how to identify it. So when you now go to the daily, you can now start putting your key levels and your trend lines and every other, and your Fibonacci's, every other tools you want to add to your chart to make it a very strong areas. You make the daily and 4 hours, then you trade to the direction of the monthly. So when there is no 2 or 3 candles printing sequentially to the direction that the chart of the monthly is pointing at the moment, still be looking out to trade to the overall direction which has been pointing either south or to the upside. You should understand what I mean because I've explained it right on this video. Right guys, you know I don't like wasting time in my videos. What I just want to do is to give you clarity on trading so I can trade profitably. Alright, if you're not subscribed to this channel, click that subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell so anytime I drop video, you'll be one of the first to get hold of it. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now. Peace out.